Blurb quivered in supplication before his emperor.
"I am sorry, Your Excellency. We have to cancel the invasion."
Without quite realizing it, he curled his tentacles protectively around his sensory glands. So when the roar of outrage didn't come, he was somewhat embarrassed. Not that he could turn a darker shade of green, this entire mess was embarrassing. The Emperor, Arak, just looked at him and asked, "Why?" Blurb hastily blurted out,
"The invasion force has been disabled."
At this, Emperor Arak lifted one of his tentacles and stopped the advancing guards. "How many did they detect, and what is the casualty rate?" This was not the first time a race had stopped them. The trick was finding out how to overcome the lesser being's mental defenses. Blurb slumped, lowering himself to the floor.
"We don't think they were detected. And all of them."
At this, Arak shot up off the royal dais, scattering cushions and royal attendants alike. "There were 79,096 crack infiltrators in that force, veterans of countless invasions. Just how in the name of the Stillwater did one planet that doesn't even have spaceflight kill them all?" he roared at the helpless Blurb. From his position on the ground, Blurb was partially shielded from the outburst, so he managed to squeak out, "They are not dead. Well, most of them are not dead. They are catatonic or insane. A few did commit suicide. None of them will lower their mental shields, and when the caregivers force their way into their minds." Blurb whimpered slightly, as he had been supporting one of those teens. "They went insane as well." Blurb and Emperor Arak were touring the medical center. "The invasion started normally. We monitored their communications and determined key beings to take over. As far as we could tell, the race had no mental shielding. We can read them just fine," Blurb explained. "But as soon as one of our soldiers merged with these humans, this happened." Blurb waved his tentacles at the twitching high infiltrator. The massive being had all of his tentacles wrapped tightly around himself and was rocking back and forth in his paw. "The few that can talk just make distressed keening sounds or scream the words 'hurts' over and over, but none of the forces were injured in the slightest," Blurb went on. IT manager David Ergesund blinked as he came back to himself. "Oh, drifting off there." He stood up and popped his back, idly rubbing his wrists. Noticing the looks of worry his co-workers were giving him, "Don't worry, it's just my carpal tunnel acting up again. I just need to go get some ibuprofen in my braces." His friends nodded. You had to be tough to work in IT. Deep in space, the screaming continued.